Hey, no. That's what I get for getting a little too close. Oh boy. Well, that was fun. Hi there, good afternoon. This is the incredible Jaisalmer Fort in the Thar Desert of eastern Rajasthan near the Pakistan border. Incredible sight looking out at the desert there and the lake, where a few of you might recall I was brutally attacked by a goat. Actually just a friendly goat trying to say hi or whatever, as you saw there at the beginning. That was almost a decade ago in 2014. So the plan for today will be to head over there, revisit the lake, the site of the incident, and see if there are any other goats hanging around there and how friendly or not they might be. But there is much more to see beyond that. So I am basically going to continue this video where I left off with the last one. I realized something, which is that the fort only has one entrance. I was thinking of another area that I thought was inside the fort. However, it must have been outside the fort. So that was my first time to Jaisalmer in 2008, which it's crazy to think was now 16 years ago. And so I am going to first tour the palace, which is right here. I showed basically most of the inside of the fort in that other video, wandering through the really lovely lanes here. This is kind of the main square. So I will just do the tour inside the palace here, and then get out of the fort and go try to find that area that I was thinking of where I stayed the last time in a Haveli for 40 rupees per night. That was $1 a night at the time. I started telling a story and then got distracted and didn't finish it. So I will also try to finish telling that story. Okay, where do you pay for the ticket? Let's see here. Fort Palace Museum. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, looks like right here. So 600 rupees, that is about $7. Pretty expensive for India, but they have the usual foreigner price, more expensive than for Indians. So it looks like this place is pretty huge. Wow. And so I don't want to spend too much time just showing the palace here. So I'm going to try to kind of cruise through fairly quickly, but more just incredible sandstone architecture of this truly one-of-a-kind city rising out of the desert. Very small little room here. So that is the one and only entrance, which I will be walking through in a few minutes. Or exit, I should say. We shall be leaving the fort. Thank you. Okay, there you go. That was really amazing. So the fort here was constructed in the 12th century, begun around 1155 or 1156 or so, and then completed just 7 years later. Absolutely incredible to build such a structure and basically a town in 7 years. All right, so I've already shown this walk coming up the hill into the fort, so I'm going to jump ahead to the end there. Hello, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste ji. So I guess that we were up there when we were on top of the palace. And here we are officially exiting the fort. So the ultimate plan would be to rent a bicycle. Let's see if we come across a bike rental shop. Otherwise, I'll just walk it and catch rickshaws. So this is where I started the last video, walking along here and up into the fort. So I'm going to walk back the same way. This is a little bit larger, busier road, but it is more interesting back in the smaller lanes. And I think also, hello man, how's it going? Excellent, good, good. That was the manager for the restaurant that I've been to the last several nights. Ooh, I think I'm going to get some samosa. Okay, I got a couple of samosa and another similar type of thing, yet different, as a snack for later. Hello. So I am very curious to see if this is going to start looking familiar and turn out to be the other area that I was thinking of. I think that it will be. So, I wanted to continue with the story that I started telling in the last video and then got distracted and didn't finish. It's also appropriate to tell it here because this is the area where I was staying and where it all occurred, assuming that I am in that part of town, which I think it will start to look more and more familiar as I get further along here. So what I mentioned in that last video is that I arrived in Jaisalmer by bus. A guy comes to the bus station, is offering a room for 40 rupees. Man, this is a massive cow. And so I take it. It is in one of the Havelis. It turns out to be quite nice. $1 a night for a nice room in a traditional old style house. I go on a camel safari. Hello. For I think 3 days, 2 nights. Really a nice tour. And then I come back and I take advantage of that cheap room. The 40 rupees a night deal continues, and so I stay for like another week after that. So I had come down with a little bit of a cold, maybe from sleeping in the desert. That was in like February, I think. Yeah, this is definitely the area that I had been thinking about, which is where I stayed that first time in that Haveli. Perhaps we will walk past it. That would be really cool if I could recognize it from 16 years ago. And then I was also in Jaisalmer in 2014. As I mentioned, that is when the goat incident occurred. So, I was a little bit sick. I was hanging out here, kind of taking it easy a bit, and I had been communicating with my dad via email on kind of a daily basis, partly because I was sick. It wasn't like serious, but just one of those typical runny nose, sore throat kind of things or whatever, and so I was kind of taking it a little bit easier from the adventuring, and so I've been in touch with my dad. And then I heard about this village of Kuri. Kuri is about an hour away, and that is where I plan to go next. Really cool desert village right next to sand dunes. So I wanted to head out there. I decided to go for a couple of nights, was the original plan. And so I pack up my stuff here. I stop at an internet cafe because I didn't have a laptop at the time. This was, you know, kind of the old days of the internet, and when everybody went to an internet cafe to check email and everything. I don't think that I even had Facebook yet. And so I stop at an internet cafe, check email. There wasn't a message from my dad or family or anything, and so I thought about like sending them a message saying, hey, I'm leaving Jaisalmer and going to this desert village, but I was just going to be gone for 2 days, so I thought. So I just log out, get out of there, and take off. Okay, now this is all very, very familiar. However, I have not seen that Haveli that I stayed in. Perhaps it was up that way. So I head out to Kuri, and then I really like it, and I end up staying for 5 nights. There you can see, this is even called Haveli. That is what I was mentioning as far as, hello, namaste, what I stayed in the last time. It's your Haveli?
No, it's
okay.
Floating boat. Yeah.
Okay, it's a famous one?
Famous Haveli.
Yes.
So,
Saffron restaurant, that must be nice.
Saffron restaurant up there.
I see.
Floating and loading boat of this. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, very beautiful. So you can see just like the intricate detail of these buildings is just phenomenal. So I'm actually heading over to another Haveli. Namaste ji. That is my mission right now because the lake is the opposite direction. I mean, look at the detail in this. So to stay for $1 a night in a place that's maybe not quite that nice, that's probably expensive. But that is a pretty phenomenal deal, obviously. Okay, so this is all totally familiar. So this is definitely the area where I stayed before. Maybe it was back up to the right or something, I'm not sure. But don't want to get too lost trying to find that. So I stay for 5 days out there in Kuri, and then I come back and there's like this series of emails from my dad, all worried and concerned, to the point that my family had contacted the US Embassy in Delhi, because I guess my dad had basically sent me an email that same day that I checked email, but then I didn't have a message from him, and then, hello, man. And so he sends me this message, and then I don't reply because there was no internet access out in the village. I'm sure that now there will be, but there was literally nowhere to check internet out there. And so I didn't reply to his message, and then the next day he was left sort of wondering, and then another day passes, and I guess he sends another message. And then that went on for 5 days to the point that he got really worried because I'd been sick and I'd been communicating with him every day. I thought, you know, I was just gone a few days, no big deal, but they were, of course, happy to hear from me, and that was the end of that. But it was a little nerve-wracking for them. It was just kind of the circumstance of having daily contact and then suddenly nothing that got him concerned. So this is a restaurant that I would eat at regularly when I was staying nearby. And then, hello. And then, I think it is up there that you get a really good view looking back on the fort. And I want to get that view again. So, I'm not seeing... Namaste ji. Love these guys, but they're also going to be asking for money, so it's just kind of a quick, like, hello. So I haven't noticed any bicycle, bicycle rental places. Hello, good. And actually I wouldn't really want to rent it down here anyways, because then I would have to do the walk back up. I would have to return it back here, whereas I want to do a loop and just end up back at the fort. Okay, let's see if we can get up on that hill. Man, what a scene. This is the local marketplace area. A different... Hello. A different scene from inside the fort, which is more touristy. Love the traditional women's dress. Yeah, so I think that I can just walk this way and somehow get up onto that hill there. Hello. Oh, I don't understand. All right, let's check this out. So I just remembered that I got distracted once again and didn't find the Haveli that I wanted to see. Okay, speaking of goats, are they going to attack? So there were actually 2 Havelis that I was planning to visit. Okay, maybe we'll do that on the way back down from the hill ahead and then catch a rickshaw over to the lake. Sounds like a plan. Namaste.
Most welcome for Jaisalmer as Banda.
You're from Jaisalmer? Okay. Nice city. Have a nice day. Huh? Okay, me too. Okay. I want to go there.
Yes, please come.
Like this? Thank you. All right. Got some directions. Sounds like straight on through here. Okay. Guy taking a leak. Wow. This is definitely the real deal here. Namaste. Look at these cute little feeding goats. Yeah, goats. Lots of goats. Hello, buddy. Cute little guy. Hello. All right, we got stairs. This is sure a different tour from the last video, huh? Here, up. Yes?
It's just me.
No.
Just not
Excuse me, sir. Where are you going?
Top of the hill.
This way no possible. You
Oh.
go down and this hand U-turn.
I see. Back to the main street.
Yeah. Main road.
Okay.
U-turn. This hand.
And left, and then like over there. There's no
This way
through.
no possible. This way also home ready. No.
And then
way.
finish. I see. Okay. Thank you. Okay, back to the main road. Hopefully that guy was actually giving me relevant information. Hello. Hello. Good. Can't quite tell if there are steps going up there. I don't actually see them, so maybe it is. Hello.
Your country?
USA, America.
America.
America, yes. I want to go the hill. Excuse me. Do you know to go up the hill? No? Okay. I want to go up. On the top. No? Back this way. Oh man, no, he's saying back down that way. Yes. Around. Okay. Thank you. America, USA. Yeah.